First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. We're going to be displaying tonight some more on that advanced. I couldn't put all of it in there. Keep in mind, we do streams. They only allow you to do 60 charters. After you upload it, you get 100. So everything's not in there the way I wanted to, but I'll load it in later on. So this right here is our new version of a darker version of the Phoenix Silver Complete. This is the advanced ambient light rejection Phoenix Silver. And this is the Dark Silver Complete 19. All right, so we're going to be doing this demonstration against several certified projection screens. Keep in mind, my screen was made out of a window curtain that I found upstairs in the attic and decided, hey, let's turn this into a projection screen and show you what we got. So let me get the samples out so we can start this fast demonstration. Be done, and tomorrow morning, got to get some more work. Okay, so I'm going to nail this down on my projector right now. Here's the product right here, which I made about 20 gallons of it today to get ready. Right there, that is the dark version of the Silver Phoenix right there. So we have it in a light version, and we have it in a dark version now. These are considered to be our mid screens technology. This is the fabric that the screen was made out of, an everyday curtain that you can find at any curtain shop, Walmart or whatever. That's what it is right there. This is painted over top of it. And we're going to use several of our high-end sample sheets, starting off with the Cinema Gray 5D. Next to that will be the Dark Star 9, $3,000, $1,500, and so forth. We'll put that one right here. There. This one right here. And I want to get expensive screens up there. I got my DMP Supernova for a nice white screen for testing the screen's ability. Actually, just showing up the screen's white level capabilities. We're going to use the Acoustic Pro 1080p3. Sorry about that. I like this one because it has a whopping 0.9 gain attached to the screen. I'll put this one right over here. Now, a few people requesting for us to make a darker version of the Phoenix Silver, which we have now. We're going to bring up here the Blade. I think it's the Blade or Infinity. No, it's the Blade. The Blade DMP Supernova, right there. Put that one right over here. We are going to take the Parallax, gotta say it correctly. Sorry, Daylight Screens. This is their screen that costs around $5,000, 0.8 gain. Put that one, well actually this one has to be in the middle. That's why this one has that narrow viewing cone that keeps popping up. So I'm going to put that one right here and put this one right directly in the middle. Over here. I need to move this over a little bit, so we got to make some room for the DMP Supernova. So we'll bring all this over here, a little bit over here. Bring all this over here. Bring all this over here. A little bit more. There you go, so everything stays up there. And then there. Over a little bit more. We'll bring over the Dark Star 9. And we have all. Is that all? What's this last one right here? Oh, we don't need this one. We have all there. All right, so all together we have 5 certified screens laying against our curtain projection screen setup. Let's see if I can track down the remote control for this. Hopefully we have we got the remote controls all over here. Hopefully we do. Hopefully. Trying to keep track of remote controls is kind of a hard thing to do. So they're not there. Let me see. Not over here for softs. Let's go check over here the next one. Example. Trying to track down my remote controls. It's got to be for, nope, that's something there, the screen. There, that's not it. We'll find them. They're here somewhere. I always misplace my remote controls, always. I think it's one of my key features in my demonstrations of having all these fire sticks in. Let me check the kitchen. We have a lot of fire sticks in the kitchen. I'm doing a true demonstration. I can't even find my fire stick. There. Put it back where you should put it at. My bad on me. I got 2 fire sticks laying around this house somewhere. Gotta figure out where I put them at. You think I would have posters? Oh, here we go. Under my backups. These are my backups over there for my white covers. I always have backups of all my white covers just in case. So let me see. It's not this one. And is it this one? What's gonna be one of these? Yeah, we found it. There we go. I gotta learn to put these things up. All right, cat, get it straight. I know the camera's on. You want to start acting up. My cat, every time the camera comes on, my cat will wake up and start acting up. All right, so let's go over here to YouTube. And let's kick it off with this one right here. Where's the next one go? There's sound with this. Let me just show you that you can paint anything with our technology. You don't have to worry about basically what surface or what you're going to paint it to. I get that from a lot of customers asking me, what can they paint it to? What can we use this? When you use your product on, you can use your product on anything you want. I don't think there's any sound with this. No, there is no sound with this. Okay. So you can paint it on anything you want. And that's the whole purpose, to show you that we can take these high performance screens, put it against our screen, paint it using a basic windowed curtain versus 5 certified projection screens. Look how beautiful the color looks. So the option you have here is that you can go out and spend anywhere from $1,400 all the way up to around $6,000 for a projection screen, or you can buy our technology and you don't have to spend that kind of money. You can do that in a fully lit environment. You don't have to have a high power projector. It doesn't have to be calibrated. Don't have to be in the dark. Doesn't have to be ultra short though compatible. You can take it outside if you want. So many options. And this is made from a curtain upstairs in my attic. I don't think there's any sound in this particular video. Also, we'll be bringing the black screen upstairs. I'll tell you why I'm bringing the black screen upstairs. I had an interesting conversation with the company Paint On Screens. They make, don't you dare scratch my chair. They make a black screen paint. Actually, they're the only ones that make a black screen paint. Now, in the conversation I had with them, we were talking about using black screen paints. They were saying they don't use their black screen paints, I think, with the lights on. No, lights off. Sorry, with the lights off. That's what I couldn't understand. How could you have a black screen paint that doesn't function well with the lights out? Oh, sound might have kicked in just now. Okay. But it doesn't work well with the lights on. And so out. So I'm just thinking like, you'll be having an easier time producing an image with lights out. So we'll see when we get it down here. We'll do side by sides against it and see what happens. So right now we're hunting down black screen paints that put against the professional. We're still waiting to see if our sample sheets are going to get here from Black Diamond or Screen Innovation. Still waiting on that. Until then, we have other paints to work on, which is this new stuff right here, which is doing an amazing job. And as I said before, when we do demonstrations, no one are going to match our demonstrations. No one. Let's go with 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube. Visa Zero Liability gives you the confidence to shop online because you don't pay for fraudulent purchases. What you do with that confidence is up to you. For peace of mind online, Visa's got you covered.
There we are displaying our white levels. Like I said, cat, keep it under control. I have no idea why. Every time when I put my camera on, the first thing my cat does is jump up from his sleep and starts running about the house. I don't know why. Maybe he wants to be on camera, I don't know. Now, screens we would put this technology against would be like dark gray screens to mid-level screens, more like the Cinema Gray 3D. We're going to do those demonstrations tomorrow. I got about 10 of those in my collection of mid-grade level screens in that category. We'll be going against this technology tomorrow. All right, got our white levels there. Let's go over here and let's pull up some other colors here. Let's do some contrast. Contrast on this technology is beautiful. Well, like I said, they're not going to be equal, the technology next to our black screens, but still, like I said, with that color shifting contrast technology, we can produce amazing contrast levels even on screens that are going side by side that are much darker than them. As in the gunmetals you're seeing right on the screen right now versus our gray technology here. Well, not gray, sorry. Our product's more like a dark silver. Gray products are dull. That's what they're dull, washed out products. As I said before, lights out demonstrations are easy. And your screens cannot pick up contrast levels. Only our technology is picking up contrast and color. So even in your own theater room with your lights out, your screen is pretty much useless. I'm not trying to brag, it's the truth. I can do lights out demonstrations if you want, and I can show you right there and then, even with the lights out, your screen and your projector is not even, even half of your projector and your screen doesn't work. Not even safe with the lights out. Starfield screensaver.
I found a few skills that might help. Did you need...
Now, for anybody who is producing a gray screen and claiming that they can pull a contrast level equal to a black screen, this technology right here can actually pull a contrast level better than a gunmetal certified screen with no problem whatsoever. Not a gray screen paint, gunmetal certified. It's going against right now. And even this technology couldn't compete with a black screen. Just to show you how powerful black screens are. So when anyone makes that statement by saying, hey, I got a dark gray screen paint, much like fitting under a fireplace, and they're saying that that can produce a contrast level, well, guess what? This right here is the same technology. It's a darker gray screen paint. It's kind of like a darker silver, and this technology can beat a gunmetal screen easily, certified, with no problem. But if I were to put this against a black screen, it'd get crushed, which I'll show you tomorrow, next to the Black Phoenix. Because nothing's going to produce a black level next to a black screen. Virtually impossible. Even if we develop, you still can't do it. This is what it is. Let's see what we got next of this. Let's go put on some bright colors. So, for those of you who can afford these screens, hey, you can go out and spend your $4 or $5 grand. I'll go get myself a window curtain, paint it, and I'll dominate your screen with no problem. But a projector that only cost me $230.
I want to taste street food.
Because I've had a few conversations with people saying, well, you know, lights out, our screens are flawless. My screen looks just good with the lights on. What do you think my screen looks like with the lights out? It's not going to be vice versa, where it's going to produce a better image with the lights on, and then with the lights off, it's going to fail. I mean, come on. It's even easier to do it with lights out. So you got a $6,000 projection screen right here. About 4 to 5 grand right here. $3,000 right here. That's probably around $800, $900 at the most. Probably a little more than that because it's acoustic. That's an all-white screen right there. Cinema grade 5D, about $1,500, $1,600. And then you got a $7 curtain with the product on it. That it's costing around about $224, $234. It's only a $10 markup because it's darker. About $234. That's it. And the projector behind me, we're not talking about $3 or $4 grand. We're talking about $230. Used, old, outdated, uncalibrated. That's why I was on the forum sites today with this. I'm on the forum site with my curtain today. People have $4,000 or $5,000 systems set up, $8,000, $9,000 projectors, $30,000 Sony projectors. I'm like, look, this is my setup right here. Hope you kept your receipts. Outer space screensavers.
Getting that from YouTube.
It's a gunmetal screen right there. It's a gunmetal screen right there. They're darker than my screen. How come my screen's producing a better contrast level? Because the technology that's embedded in the screen. Now here we are sitting with the lights out. I told you that contrast, when people do contrast demonstrations on gray screens, they have a better chance of producing that image in a dark environment because they don't have to worry about too much ambient light. If I go to flip those lights on right now, you're going to see a huge change. There we go. This is why you're supposed to do your contrast demonstrations in a fully lit environment, because there's a huge difference between doing it with the lights off and lights on. You do it with the lights off, you can cheat your customers because your customers are really not going to see exactly how faded that contrast level is going to pull up. There you go. This is why when we do demonstrations, they have to be done fully lit environments. Anytime you do contrast, contrast pulls up a better image in the dark. You turn the lights on, slightest little bit of light going in that environment, that screen's going to show us true colors. We're not even at a starfill yet.
Most of us won't break a world record, but I feel great after breaking a sweat.
See how we figured out how to do this,
Can be more sleep.
how to make these screens do this, is when we figured out how to make a dark screen produce a high enough white level to blend into screens that are gray and mid-gray and so forth. So if we could do that with a dark screen, imagine what we could do with a screen that is actually a darker gray or a slate. We can change the screen's contrast level to make it to produce better contrast than other gray, darker screens, and we can give it a higher white level when it comes to black screens. See how well the contrast looks here? Now watch this. Take the lights out. So you got a much better black image, don't you, with the lights out? That's why when people do demonstrations and they're trying to show a contrast level, they will stick to a dark environment because that is the best way they can show you a dark image. If they turn any lights on the environment, the screen's gonna wash out. They'll do colors in a fully lit environment because colors will fade less. Now, usually if they do colors on a standalone. They can't put another screen up against that screen and when you're doing colors, because what if the other screen outperforms the other screen? What if the other screen shows better reds and blues and greens? Then there's a problem there. That's why you never see them do that demonstration with another screen up there. If I were to change over to the color red, and let's see what happens. See? Even in the dark, you can't see color. That's why you never see demonstrations like this. That's why they never show you solid blues and greens and reds. You know why? Because there could be a possibility this screen may fail on a live stream. So this is why they won't show you this. They'll show you nothing but beautiful colors running across the screen and say, look, my technology matches this technology perfectly. Our technology doesn't match it perfectly. Our technology has two choices. Either to dominate it or, well, I guess we didn't match it. I would say that in some points. But my main goal is to dominate the screen. Because if you're matching that screen, then there's no way in the world you're matching ours. Let's go to some blue. Oh, should have been more specific on that one, shouldn't I? Blue screen. See? Doesn't make a difference how much you calibrate your projector. I'm going to get a projector calibrated. Bring one here. Uncalibrate and calibrate a projector. Let's show you with your projector calibrate, your still colors are not coming up correctly. So the screen you're seeing right now that's picking up the true blue is actually, it's doing it uncalibrated. This is what your cosmos blue is supposed to look like when you display it. Not like this. Let's go pop over to gray screen. So this is dark gray. It's supposed to be dark gray, not light gray. See, this is supposed to be dark gray. Now let's go over to light gray. Light gray. This is coming up white. Let's go over to the OLED horse. Now let's go do some camouflage colors. This is where they mix colors all together. So let's go with 4K demonstration. This is what you guys are used to seeing. Colors all blended together. So keep in mind, if I were to do this demonstration, you wouldn't see any other sample sheets up there. You would just see the standalone of my screen only, and then we'll do this in a colorful demonstration, or bottom line, or just pick a screen close enough to the color of their screen to do the demonstration so you won't see much of a difference. So they can honestly say, look, I matched the screen. It's equal to a 6,000. We're actually better than a $6,000 screen. We can actually beat the screen. See, now remember when I showed you the colors first and red, the solid red first? I showed you the solid red first so your eyes can get prepped, get calibrated to see how red really looks on your screen. So if you had any one of these screens sitting up on your theater room at 120 inches, this is what you would be picking up. We're in our technology, painted onto a window, what do you call it? Sorry, a curtain, a window curtain. That's what we're using right now for our screen. This is what we're picking up. Want to get a little closer? I'll get you closer to the screen so you can see right up close. There you go. So you're going to think because we're at a distance, you're just at an vantage point because we're at a distance. Now, what would happen if we were to turn the lights on? What would happen to these screens? If they're barely making it with the lights off, what would happen if we turn the lights on? These are ambient light rejection technology screens, all of them. But as I said before, they're designed to be used in an ambient light controlled environment. So is your screen really ambient light rejection? Is it really? I mean, are you really like an ambient light rejection screen? Let's see. Nope. Faded out even worse. And our screen still maintains the same color. Doesn't change. Now, if I ever get a chance to go to one of these shows, I don't know what's going to be more embarrassing. The fact that I'm using an old projector, the fact that I'm going to be using more light, or the fact that my screen's going to be made out of a window curtain, or a curtain from a window, or a shower curtain. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to build my screen out of something really, 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 really crappy, like a real crappy surface. Heck, I might even use, if I could get away with it, and if I could get away with it, I would use basically wrapping paper, Christmas wrapping paper. I'd spray it down. Yeah, I guess I would use Christmas wrapping paper. I use something weird, something really weird. This is my screen on display. Made out of a curtain. That's what we're using. We're going to do a shower curtain tomorrow. We're painting the shower curtain. We're going to paint half of it. We're going to paint half of it, leave the other half with the fish on one side, and the other half we're going to coat it with our technology. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do a half and half. All right, so let's giddy up. So now we cover everything. We got gamer screen paint. We've got the Black Phoenix, which is over in the room over there, playing over there. We have a dark slate version of it. We have a silver version of it, for those of you who like the bright silvers. And those of you who want a little contrast in your silver, now we got a darker version of it, which falls in the category of the Cinema Grade 5D, Cinema Grade 3D, the Seymour Avery Matinee Black 0.9. It falls in the category of those screens. Oh, I forgot. That screen right there, that's a DMP Supernova. That's a blade. That screen costs $5 grand for 100 inch. All these screens for only a 100 inch. Let's get the dude day out of there. Let's go pop over to this one over here.
That's a low price.
I think what we're gonna make we're gonna do a shower curtain tomorrow. What else can we paint tomorrow? That's why I get at the Home Depot and just buy some random stuff and just start painting it. Now I will be using this paint. I already ordered my 92 inch 4.3 retro screen, which I'm going to be using this coating on it because I like the color of the coating. Has that kind of old dark arcade kind of LCD, kind of LCD, but you know what I'm talking about, those round LCD, the round arcade kind of like monitors that had that old gray to it. That's what I was looking for with this, but I want it to be silver. I want to have that silver content to it. So I'm going to be designing my screen like that. I'm going to have an old wooden frame. I'm going to have the whole entire thing made, look, it's all made out of wood. Little contact paper, a couple of old stickers, give it an old kind of vintage look to it. I just ordered myself a vintage stereo system to hook up to it and paper comb speakers. Oh, it's going to be vintage. It's going to be beautiful. I'm getting me a nice retro reclining chair to go with it, my little retro spot. I got to do a custom paint job for the projector too. This is the perfect color for that setup. Let's see what else we got here in this unit. Let's go pop over here. That's it. You're trying to figure out when you buy your products, what can you paint the screen with? Hey, look around your house. I'm pretty sure you got something around you can turn into a screen. I mean, I found a few things upstairs in my attic I can turn into a projection screen. Lays nice and flat to the surface with no problem. And it's cheap. $7. Got 2 of these upstairs. Gonna build me another one. We'll do a shower curtain tomorrow. Polyester blend shower curtain tomorrow. Now, anytime you're painting fabric, the first thing I tell you is you want to put 2 applications on it. Doesn't make a difference what kind of paint it is. It can be blue, orange, green, polka dot stripe. Doesn't make a difference. All you want to do is saturate the surface. That's all you want to do. Apply your first one on, let it dry, Apply your second, let it dry, hit it with our product, you're done. It comes out looking just like that. Now, the reason why you want to do that is because you need to, it's not the fact you have to prime it, you want the screen to soak in the paint. Because you don't want uneven spots. So what's going to happen if you do it without doing that process, some of that screen's going to soak in more, some's going to soak in less. It's going to eat through a lot of paint real fast. This gives you a solid, even foundation to paint on. Now I got those, you're probably sitting there talking about, Ken, you gotta be crazy. That's not what it is. That's probably just an everyday screen. You're just showing us a bunch of scraps saying, nah, I don't think that's your screen right there. Let's go around to the back of it. Let's have a look at it, okay? Let's go take our walk through over here, over to the back of the screen. Let's take a look at the back of my screen real quick. Because I don't want people thinking that, hey, because I'm holding a couple of scraps up in my hand, that maybe I'm fooling you all. Maybe that's not the screen. Maybe the screen's made out of some serious high-tech blackout cloth, but nope. It's made out of a curtain. There we go. That's my curtain to match. I left some of it open so you can see my curtain. Not a pretty job. You see that blue paint around it? I had no paint downstairs to saturate the screen. I found some old blue paint and I just saturated with that. Put a couple coats on it, let it dry, paint it over top of it. You notice that you don't see the product bleeding through, do you? All you see on the other end is just the product just soaking up right there, that blue. And make sure if you have a, oops, that's not something. Make sure if you have a bar in the middle of your screen, make sure you pad your bar. Please pad your bar. You do not want to paint a screen with a bar in the middle of your screen, because what's going to happen is you're going to get this imprint right in the center of your screen, and it's going to bug the daylights out of you. You're going to see it with the lights out. You're going to see it with the lights on. It's going to bug the daylights out. You're going to go back and do it all over again. That's what's going to happen. So just pad the bar. Don't take the bar out. If you got a fixed frame screen, don't do that. Don't take that middle bar out. That bar has all that pressure on top of it. So you got the screen locking around it at the same time, and you got the frame pushing down on it. You remove that bar, you're going to have a hard time getting it back in. I've done that one already. That's not a fun trick. And I can build dozens of these, man. Curtains are cheap. So what we need to do is we need to do a side by side. We'll put the silver right next to the dark, and you can decide which one's best for you. Some people may want more higher white levels. Silver's for you, higher white levels, but contrast is good on the silver complete. And some people might want to lean toward the more darker version of it because they want more of a heavier contrast level, but they still want to be able to enjoy that white level. And then we'll put this against a Phoenix. So what else I got up here? Oh, what's this right here?
Want to try some of my Mountain Dew Zero Sugar?
Now, the new screen paint will be available this Friday. Unfortunately, we will not have enough containers to have it shipped out on Saturday. But if you put your orders in, your order will be shipped out first thing Monday morning. You'll start receiving tracking numbers on Saturday. I've already made about 20 gallons of it downstairs, 20 gallons for the customers, 20 gallons for the new contract because they're going to want this also too on their showroom. So I had to make sure I had plenty for everybody. We're just waiting for the containers to get here. They'll be shipped in overnight. And orders will be able to, this will be available on the shopping cart on around Friday. We'll have it available. I will be building an official 100-inch screen for me, 120-inch. I like this. I'll have a 120-inch of this, but I'm also going to have my own personal screen, my retro motorized projection screen, which will be coated with this also. All right, so it's the impressive feature. These are the lights on. It works exactly the same way as the silver. It is ultra short throw compatible. We'll do a couple panel demonstrations tomorrow too also. Paint and dries. That's when my cat does all that off. Now, for you big companies out there, I don't know what to say. This was developed today. It took us an hour to develop this technology. And I can already dominate your screens already with the lights on and the lights off with no problem. So you wait till that 10% of that professional finally launches. That's the Widowmaker right there. That's when we're designing to go against screen innovation. Just look, give your heads up. We're coming. See, the thing that people understand is that me by myself, I couldn't get close to these companies. Virtually impossible. But with this new contract, I can get in their backyard. I get reach now. I got access to resources now. I can develop on a whole new different level, and I can get into your backyard. Which means I'll be at your showroom, side by side next to you, with a shower curtain, an old outdated projector, and I'll be blowing out your top screens. Because while you're out there testing your technology against white screens, I'm going against your best of your best. What else do you have to offer? Anything you develop, we can dominate it with no problem, within hours. And that's powerful when you think about that. That's how amazing God is. Anything they develop, we can dominate it within hours. You would never catch up. I can develop technology right now for next year, a whole new product lineup. And you still wouldn't catch up to what we have now. All these overprices, expensive projectors, all this stuff. I'm getting rid of all this. If I don't do it, somebody else is going to take up my spot next. That's why I like the company I'm signing the contract with. The man I'm working with has the same vision I have. Develop better technology that everybody can afford. Why should certain people have the best of the best? The everyday Joe should be to have a screen that looks like a $5,000 projection screen, and you should be able to do it on a projector that costs next to nothing. Family should be able to sit there and watch TV on a big screen in a fully lit environment, plenty of window lights coming in without even changing the environment. Why can't you go outside and watch a football game at 12 o'clock in the afternoon? Oh, because you have to have a certain kind of projector, you have to have an expensive screen, and blah, 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 blah. Nah. So screen innovation, DMP Supernova, Elite Screens, all you big companies out there, I got my eyes on you guys. I'm coming for y'all. Told you. The Partays and Jamies, we don't care about them. No, my eye is toward the big picture. These are the guys we want. These guys are all over AVS forums and Projector Central. I see y'all ads and stuff being the best of the best. Yeah, you haven't met me yet. Not only can I beat your technology, not only can I advance better than your technology, but I can do it for much cheaper that everybody can afford it. And there's no way in the world you can come down to my capital line. You're self-destruct. There's no way in the world. If a company's running off a $5,000, $10,000 screen, they're going to come down to a screen that's $200 something. Their capital would self-destruct. So the only choice they would have is pretty much is to buy me out, and I'm not for sale. Just to show you how powerful we can be, I'm using a window curtain to blow your screens out. A window curtain. Contrast levels are not picking up. Now I already know the only people who hate on this are just our competition. They hate on that. I'm used to that. Customers we do business with, they love what we do for a living. They love the fact that we come out here and work hard every day to make sure that my customers get the best they can get. Those who hate on us, we know why you hate on us. Because either we're raising the bar too high and you got to work harder, or you fear us because you know that bottom line is at the end of the day, we're just going to basically dominate everything. And that's what we're planning to do. Now, I couldn't care less about the hobbyists out there. If you're a hobbyist out there and you're making screen paint, I wish you the best of luck. I hope you do make it. For those of you that are hobbyists and just hating on people for the sake of hating on people, well, you get what you deserve in life. For you big companies out there who basically, you know, I mean, I understand this is how you make your money and all and everything, but like at the end of the day, we got our eyes on you and we're coming after your technology. We're going to design technology that's going to be far better than yours, more advanced than yours, more affordable, that everybody can afford, without all the other bells and whistles you got to go through, like have to have expensive projectors, have to have an ultra short throw projector, have to be in dark environments. We try to change all that. And I think the screens are way too expensive, by the way. I think they are. $5,000 for projection screen? Nah, that's too much money. Yeah, but anybody out there who's developing screen paint and you're keeping it at a humble level, you're not trying to use me as a springboard, a basic little fame or whatever get off of me, hey, I'm willing to help you out. Because we need more people in the field that are trying to, you know, design better products that everybody can afford. And so these big companies running everything where you have to spend the money for all these high and expensive screens. That's why I don't do tests. You can notice I never do tests against, when I do tests against the other paints, I'll put them against other paints just like them, but I'll never test against my stuff because I know what my stuff will do to their products. I'm not doing that to their products at all, period. I have no point in that doing that. Now, there's a guy I got at the bottom of my kitchen drawer called HD Pro. I like his products a lot. I do, I like them. I want to do whatever it takes to get him on that next level and hopefully get him a contract because he makes really good products. People that are humble, those are people out there making products on eBay that are out there, you know what I mean, not slandering people's products, not doing dirty things and dirty tactics, not cutting corners, people that are being honest and upfront about their products. I have no problem with helping you out. People that are out there doing dirty stuff to make themselves look good in front of the people, I'll watch you crash and burn. You get nothing. Because I would love to see another person like me in the field doing this. Not my color, in the field doing this. somebody who's basically designing screens for strictly for everybody to be able to afford on that level. Not someone's in there want to charge people $5,000 and $6,000 and $7,000 for a screen that you mean to tell me that I can't use in a fully lit environment because it's not ambient light rejection technology. That's what we're talking about AVS Forms. There's a guy I know from AVS Forms, and we're talking about that if you can have one little light, it can be one little light in the corner, like in the corner, way off in the distance, something to do with the screen, that's considered to be an ambient light rejection screen. Did you know that? That's bullcrap. How is that an ambient light rejection screen? You mean to tell me that's why you look at the demonstration, look, they have the artwork here and they have the lights here that have nothing to do with the screen over here because there's physical light in the environment. It doesn't have anything to do with the screen, but because it's in the environment, it's considered to be an ambient light rejection screen. You could be blocking majority of all the light coming to your screen, but still have somewhat light in your environment. That's considered to be ambient light rejection. In my books, that's not ambient light rejection. I need to see physical light make contact with the screen. Where are we at on time? 46, not bad, not bad. But I think once I get my foothold, in the door, I get really established in with this company, I want to start bringing on new talent. Like people that are in this field that are trying to get ahead or trying to design something new. I want to bring a new talent. People that are willing to work hard and not cut corners. And do things by the book, do things right. And that guy from Pro HD, I like his product. I do, I like it. I can show him a few things how to advance that product to make it really, really good. I'm trying to work on getting myself a 3.5 and a 2.5 container because we sell a lot of 2 gallons. So we're trying to get it up to 3 gallons, 3 gallons 0.5, 3 gallons 0.2. And then later on, we're going to try to shoot for a 4 gallon. It comes down to shipping. So how much is it going to cost me to ship a 5 gallon container? Usually we pick the longest destination, which will be here to California. How much would it cost us? So I'm trying to figure out from the United States Postal Office, going through the free shipping boxes, exactly what kind of box we would need to ship 5 gallons. I know if I start shipping 10, they go by free. Oh, I forgot. I should have put that in the contract. Yeah, because our shipping's free. To distributor only. But I should have put in, oh yeah, we're gonna do it. But if I go down and get a, whatchamacallit, I might have to get an account, a corporate account through FedEx in order to get that done. Because I had to do that on a projection screen. On shipping a projection screen. You get certain perks when you do that. So I'm pretty sure we can ship 10 gallons down. That's a huge drum. Now mind you, when I start doing 5 gallons, when we start doing 10 gallons, I will not be in this doing that. I'll have a warehouse. You have to have a warehouse when you start shipping out 10 gallons of paint. You have to. You need certain machinery for that. So I need the whole full assembly yard. I need a machine that comes in and pumps all the paint into the cans, and it puts the lids on it, and it seals them, puts the labels on them, and pushes them out to the assembly line, and they put them on a pallet, wrap it up. That's what I have to get. That's the next stage. Truck comes by, picks it up, takes it from there to its destination. That's where it goes. So most likely that will go to the distributor, and the distributor will basically branch that out into different areas. I can't wait till we start developing our gamer screens. And we got wallpaper gamer screens we're working on. That's what I can't wait for. Because that way we can have a place where we can go to a location. You can check out the screens on display. You can get a chance to play with the gaming system set up to them. You could go to a kiosk system or on your cell phone or whatever. And you can basically design and customize your own screen. We could build it there at the warehouse, put it together, and then we can ship it out to you. So we're going to make it like really affordable. You can add in LED lights, you can add in flat JBL speakers. Remind you, this is going to be wallpaper screens, so you can add in them flat micro speakers into them. And we got a system how they're going to hang up on the wall. I'm not going to tell you about that. Bit of a secret on how we're going to do that, but it's really neat. And this is a screen you can take out at 150 inches, snap it onto your wall. When you get done with it, you can roll it up, stick it in the corner, come with a nice little tube you can slide it into. You're done. That's it. Easy to store. Lights, all that's going to be flexible. Actually, I got a couple of engineers I'm going to be hiring to bring on board to help me out with some of this. Where we at right now? Almost near an hour. When I got research to do tonight, I got to pop online. I got to check out some other companies. We tracked down 2 companies that make black screen paint. Oh, and I think they got a new screen. I'm not sure. I think I've seen it with a new screen. It's a dark screen. I'm hoping it's black. Please let it be black. It's a pretty dark screen. It's a really, really dark one.
Transform your hair in 8 seconds. 5 times shinier and detangle. Elvine 8-second Wonder Water.
All right, so we already know what our screen looks like against the certified. Let's take it off. Have a little victory lap, a little fun. So, this is going to be, and on top of that, the coverage on this paint is really nice. Well, you're going to get a lot out of this. You're going to get a lot out of it. Nice coverage, nice coverage. You can easily, out of 1 quart, you can easily get 130 off 1 quart easy. The coverage is nice and smooth. And you'll see when you paint it on, it's like painting silk. It's beautiful. Nice coverage there. Now we're just going to stand alone. Now, as I said before, for those who may want to send me emails. We get emails from who from time to time. We get one a day from them. We got one yesterday from them. We don't acknowledge them. We don't basically talk about them at all. But we don't test this products over here anymore. Ever since those whole cancel nonsense, it's a waste of my time. As I said before, I'm not going to waste my time on something that, bottom line, is going to get canceled right from the door. It's no point. It's a waste of time. We don't consider it to be a screen paint. We only do certifies. That's it. Only do screens that are worthy of our time. Only certifies only. Take the lights out for y'all. In the lounge here, like, but I want to watch a little TV. But I want to read my book with the lights on. Put your lights right back on. Because, wife will come in the room, girlfriend will come in the room, she might want to read a book. You might be in here watching the game. Football highlights. Oh, come Super Bowl. One of the customers came down today to pick up. Like I said, he lives right in my neighborhood. Which I'm shy. I don't know if people live in my neighborhood that bought from me. So anyway, he lives in my neighborhood. And he was like, he came in the house, had him come in the house and look at the screen and everything. He liked it now. So he was like, wow, just like on the whatchamacallit. He thought my screen was small. My screen actually was bigger. You look at it in real life. But anyway, So I was in there watching 12 o'clock. He came over. I was in there watching Leave It to Beaver. I was watching a TV show. So, you know, come in here, watch the screen and all. And had a ball over here, watch a little bit. He's fully vaccinated. I'm fully vaccinated. We still kept 6 feet away. Wear the mask. I don't play that. You got to wear the mask. You walk in here 6 feet away. But pretty soon, we're going to have a showroom. So a showroom means I can have people come down and look at the screen. They can walk right in and see the screen on display. Isn't that going to be beautiful? What? That is going to be beautiful. Tell me, guys, it's not good. Become a Super Bowl? He was like, so where you going to watch the screen at? I said, I don't even know. I haven't decided what screen we're going to use. I might do it outside. I may do it outside. If we had the 235 built by then, because I still have to remove all that wood in the back. All that wood in the back of my house, all got to go now because it has mold on it, and I can't be around mold. So I have to bring a crew to come in and get all that dirty wood, pick it up, scrap it, throw it somewhere. And that stump in the front has to be destroyed. So that all has to be knocked down so I keep that nice and flat. I'm going to build a squirrel sanctuary on this side over here, and I can put the giant, I'm going to do it on the 235. We're going to try to get it on Super Bowl on the 235.1, the big screen downstairs. If the weather's not too cold, but it should be good. It should be good. Go out there with a couple people out there, dress up in some parkas, get a blow-up air sofa, and just chill. Do a little barbecuing out there. No, I can't be around smoke either. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Just my curtain screen. I'm going to watch the game on a curtain screen. Should I do that? Make a curtain projection screen. Let's back it up a little bit. That dark silver, I can hear that. It's beautiful. It is beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love both of them. But this is gorgeous. If I'm in the kitchen right here, like I'm sitting here, this is how it should be to see the game. It's good. Yeah. Wish we didn't have COVID. If we didn't have COVID, I'd invite my whole fleet down here. Everybody get a screen to watch. Just have screens. Have run all through the whole entire house. But ain't gonna happen. It's better if we have it outside. Cause outside everybody be spread apart. It's only like about 5 people coming over to watch. Then my neighbors over here, they're gonna watch the game with us too, because it's a big screen. So they're gonna push all their seats to the back, so they're all gonna watch. They're gonna bring their neighbors over on this side a little bit, and they're gonna watch. Everybody's gonna keep it safe, but like I said, they can watch the game outside. Because I was telling about, they're talking about they're doing the measurements. Like, what are you putting out there? I said, well, we're gonna put a 250 out here today. Hopefully we get it out here. You said, well, you're gonna watch the Super Bowl? I said, maybe out here. I said, that'd be nice. And I mean, I can have my people come out here and watch too. I said, yeah, more the merrier. More the merrier. It'd be nice, you know. So hopefully, if that gets done, we can have that. I'll get their consents. They'll be okay, and we can record the whole thing. Man, I tell you, I got some thoughts that are popping in my head from time to time. I think I should build me some bleachers. I'm thinking about it too now. It just popped in my head. I should build me a set of portable bleachers so you feel like we actually at the game. That would be hot. That would be really hot, some portable bleachers. Yeah, stuff that pops in my head on a day-to-day basis. All right, we're almost there at that minute point. Let's see. Well, I guess that's pretty much it. I mean, we pretty much got a chance to watch everything on here. We got a chance to watch the screen and some pretty cool stuff. What the heck is this? This is garbage. Okay, I don't know what that's about, but I'm not trying to go down that road. Oh, I love sharks. Man, I try not to watch these things, but it pops up on my feed every once in a while. Cause, you know, I watch a lot of dark history, so other stuff pops up. Man, I saw something pop up, freaked the daylights out of me. Bottom line is, you know about the ocean, right? Everybody knows about the ocean. The ocean's unexplored. It is physically, it's unexplored. And there's areas in the ocean there's things in the ocean that you don't even know that exist in the ocean. But eventually we find them. Like, we only know what's in the ocean simply because of what we know. You know a shark exists in the ocean, right? Because we know sharks exist, right? But there's other things in the ocean that do exist that you don't know about. You ever heard of a shark called a demon shark? A lot of you not. Look it up. It's an actual shark. They're 60 feet. They live in the deepest parts of the ocean. And they're black with, I think, yellow eyes. They caught one on the camera. As people understand, there's things in the ocean that you don't know that actually exist. Big, big, big things in the ocean that exist. But you just don't see them because you don't know that they exist because no one's ever discovered them. Like if no one ever discovered that a shark actually exists, you wouldn't even know it exists until you actually popped and bumped into one and go, oh shoot, what the freak is that? That's a shark. So there are things in the ocean, deep down in the ocean, that exist. Like there's a fish called a coelacanth. A coelacanth is a fish that has 5 fins and can swim backwards. Has a small little beak in the front, prehistoric fish. They found it off the coast of Mexico. This fish has been there for many, 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 many years, decades and so forth. But the reason why no one ever knew it exists because no one ever bumped into it. To give it a name, to give it a category, to record the data that this thing actually exists. So that's why I don't like swimming in the ocean, because when you swim in the ocean, I mean, I'm not trying to fear you out or freak you out at all, but at the bottom line, at the end of the day, you're swimming in a giant, I say, soup pot. That's how I see it. Because there are things in there that will literally eat you. But then again, if there weren't people that did the scuba diving and went on the ocean, I wouldn't get a chance to see the beautiness of the ocean. So, you know, like hats off to people who take the chances to go down and do all that stuff, but it just freaks me out that there's stuff down there, man, that you don't know about. So it popped up on my feed about things I may be interested in, and it had the weirdest looking fish I've ever seen in my freaking life, man. I've never seen anything that terrifying in my life, but it talks about, I watched a little bit of it because out of curiosity, but I eventually ended up hitting my inhaler because it was a little too much for me, but they were talking about things that divers have accidentally bumped into in the ocean while out there exploring, happened to come across the wrong thing at the wrong time. And that's what happened in this incident with this fish, this demon fish. They were actually happening to be in the deeper parts of this ocean, and this thing just happened to roll up on top of them, and this fish was literally 60 feet. Now, keep in mind, they got a fish out in the coast of Mexico called deep blue. Is it called deep blue? That shark is like 25 feet long. 25 feet. It's a female and it's pregnant. I don't know how things go in the community of fish. I know how things go in the community of animals. I know that females, like I said, female dogs have smaller heads, males have much bigger heads. I don't know if that's the same category toward fish, which I need to research that. But anyway, yeah, that deep blue, and you can look it up. They showed on the news. They showed the fish coming up out of the water. It was amazing. The shark coming out of the water. This thing is 25 feet long. But that right now, consider next to the demon shark. The demon shark was 59. And the cage where the demon shark was actually tussling with is 10 feet high. And that thing looked like a box of Cracker Jacks underneath this bad boy, like an elephant leaning on a box of Cracker Jacks. That's why I said the ocean is never ever fully explored, because there are depths of the ocean that we can't even travel through. But there is life everywhere on the planet, if you think about it. If you go out in the middle of the desert, you think there's no life, there's actually microscopic life out there in the sand. There's things out there living out there. There's earth, there's life all over the planet. Everywhere there's life. So what would make you think deep down in the ocean there's nothing down there? Or there's things down there waiting for you. Just that everything has its place on where it has to be at. You know, if you, real quick, a lot of people don't want to hear me talk about the Bible, but the Bible does speak of a sea monster. It does. It speaks of it. Leviathan. Look it up. They speak of it in Job. They speak of it in several times in the Bible. They speak of this great beast that God had, a serpent at that he made. There were 2 of them. And they spoke how the first one was destroyed. They didn't say much about the second one. But they did say how the first one was destroyed. But it was Leviathan. It was an actual dragon, a sea monster. Talked about how one scale was so tight over another the air couldn't seep through, that not even the strongest man would actually bring him up. I mean, this thing was something. It could boil the ocean. It was big. It's called a Leviathan. Yep, and there were 2 of them. But eventually one was destroyed. That freaked me out when I read that in the Bible. I was like, whoa, what the heck? Like, yeah, the what? Yes, spoke of it a couple of times in the Bible, the Leviathan. There are things in the ocean, there are. Giant squids. Giant squid has a prehistoric beak on it. Not all that's relaxing to watch. I like to watch the things we have discovered. That's the things I say next week. Stingrays. I love stingrays. Stingrays look like they're kind of like they're floating, they're gliding, they're flying saucers. I could watch them all day. Love fish, I do. Hulkbuster scene.
Getting that from YouTube.
I just gotta know. I gotta know. I know you want to see it too. You want to see it too. I want to get back to my game upstairs. That game was so good on PC. Oh, that game is good. I didn't get a chance to play today because I was too busy.
Alright, everybody, stand down.
That's the best I can do for sound. Soundbars aren't hooked up.
In the back? Take one banner.
Batman Tumbler.
Getting that from YouTube.
Moving up to the good part.
Come on, let's go!
Batman versus Superman.
Getting that from YouTube.
It should be to watch all these movies in a fully lit environment. Without the screen washing out.
Well, here I am. Bruce, please. I was wrong. You have to listen to me. Let's once again.
Iron Man fight scene.
Getting that from YouTube.
Iron Man, Man at War fight scene.
Getting that from YouTube.
Let me get on this one. Iron Man War Machine fight scene.
Getting that from YouTube.
See if I'm saying that correctly.
Sorry, buddy. I just did out the herd. What's your 20?
I'm gonna get to that part where they're fighting over in the park. This it? Yeah.
What's the play? Well, we want to take the high ground, okay?
something against that screen. That's not gonna work for me. Let's take the $6,000 or $5,000 Surface by Daylight Screen. They're most expensive. They're $5,000, and let's put it against this curtain. Let's go back and see.
What do you want to be? What are you talking about? I mean, I have a big gun. You are not the big gun. Don't be jealous. No, it's sort of on bells and whistles. Yeah.
Because to do it on a standalone with the movie is pointless. You have to be to compare it to something.
You looked up on your arm.
This is why I got to go back and I got to pull up the sample. Yeah, sorry about the sound. Can't do anything for that until I actually get the maybe some sound bars down here. Star Wars, Darth Vader fight scene.
Getting that from YouTube. Kraft mac and cheese. It's the easiest because it's the cheesiest.
See that contrast that was not pulled up? Master $5,000 projection screen laying against our technology that's using a window curtain. You feel the dark side. No, we're not the dark side. But I do favor Darth Vader. I do. I like Darth Vader. Now I'm going to have to watch some Star Wars on the big screen upstairs. Yes! Oh, man. Ooh, I just thought about that. Because we can put those scaffold screens in, I can basically put in a big wide screen all the way across the room and take it down anytime I want. Oh, yeah. All the way across the doorway. Put in a short throw. Oh, you know, I need a 235.1 short throw to do that right there. That'd be nice. Because I can't build the screen there because it'd be too big, but the scaffolds are different. The scaffolds, I can set those up. Well, I can do it outside. We're going to need 20 feet. We're going to need at least to do that. We got a 235.1 projector outside. We got a 235.1 projector already. So we could do that, no problem. We got that. But if I do a short throw would be nice. I could do a fast setup for that one outside with no problem. I got to do some mathematical equation for this right here. We could do this. We can make a portable screen. We could do it at 235.1. And we could do it at 20 feet. The scaffold's 20 feet by 10 feet. Yeah, I love watching Star Wars on the big screen. We don't have anything big enough in here to watch it on. To tell you the truth, honestly, I need something bigger than that. Nah, okay, I'm gonna get it one lower. I was thinking about changing it out to something bigger, but I'm gonna leave it be. All right, I'm over my time anyway, but you know that way you can see exactly. And we did a little, just throw some movies in there real quick because I know, I mean, once I get a little strike against me, and strike is another, they won't affect my account. Once I keep the movies in real short splurts there and there. But I know that when I do demonstrations, a part of me wants to show you movies really bad because, you know, I'm pretty sure when you buy the screen paint, you're not going to go home and watch a bunch of demos off of it. You know what I mean? GE demos or the LG demos. You're not going to watch that. You're going to watch the movies and sports and stuff like that. And that's the stuff I want to show you. But, you know, YouTube's a little picky on that one right there. So I figured out that if I show little short versions of it, I can basically get away with it to show you something. You know what I mean? I don't know why you wouldn't do that because it's advertising, you know? I bought a lot of my movies literally from being on Facebook. And I go on Facebook, you know, you go in between Facebook where you click on something and it takes you to that area where you can actually watch all these different videos and stuff in between Facebook. So I'm in there and somebody will post a Western like, what movie is this? This is so-and-so and so. I end up going and buying the movie. I bought the movie because somebody uploaded it, showed a little bit of clip of it. I caught it, liked it, and went and bought the movie. So it brings money back to them. So you should let people do this because when you show these little clips, somebody may see it, might want to see, and you're making money off of this. But, you know, whatever. You know, I bought a lot of Westerns that way. Matter of fact, I think majority of most of the movies I have bought from my accounts were from going into Facebook and watching a movie pop up and go, ooh, what's this? Like right now, I'm looking for Four Brothers. That's what I'm looking for right now. I got to buy that one because I can't watch it on Netflix. But anyway, it doesn't make a difference, you know what I mean? All in all, at the end of the day, la-di-da. All right, people, you can tell by me talking, I'm tired. I'm going to go lay down for a little bit. But just want to show you this right here. We got a little more depth on it. This time I didn't get a chance to show you too much on the technology. A little bit more this time. Tomorrow we're going to do a shower curtain. And hopefully, we're late because I'm supposed to get some other screens here that are not here yet. So hopefully they'll be here tomorrow. We'll do those demonstrations. I got a Christie coming in too also. And some other things. All right, with that being said, thank you for your time. The new screen paint will be available on Friday with free worldwide shipping. Thank you all, and God bless.